Bună ziua și bine v-am găsit la o nouă întâlnire Meet the CEO, evenimentul nostru în care cunoaștem fețele din leadership-ul românesc. Sunt Ioana Matei, sunt jurnalist Business Magazine, iar alături de mine se află, ca de obicei, Cristian Hostiuc, directorul editorial al ziarului financiar și Business Magazine. Bună, Fini!
Bună!
Și de această dată îl avem ca invitat pe Jorge Araya, director al Ariei Europa de Sud-Est din cadrul BAT și director în general al BAT România. Hello, thank you for being here with us.
Hello, good morning. Thank you for the invitation.
Okay, so the conversation in this event we are organizing are focusing on the career of the leaders who are in the Romanian business environment. And I would start by asking you, how are your responsibilities? Which are your responsibilities at the moment? And maybe what brought you in this position that you are holding now?
Oh, great. Well, fantastic questions. Thank you so much. Well, since February last year, I'm the area director for Southeastern Europe. We're based here in Romania, and from Romania, we manage a group of 13 markets, which range from Italy, Ukraine, Turkey, Bulgaria, Croatia, Serbia, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Montenegro, North Macedonia, Albania, Kosovo. So it's a beautiful set of markets. It's a very diverse set of markets. And of course, we're based here in Romania, which is a very important company for the BAT group. BAT Romania is one of the most important businesses for BAT. And also my responsibility is to be the general director or GM, CEO of BAT Romania, which I'm very proud of. After 30 years with BAT, having the chance of being part of such a great organization in a beautiful place such as Bucharest is really something that humbles me, that makes me very grateful, very proud of having the chance of leading this organization. It's absolutely fantastic.
Why Romania is so important for BAT that the headquarters, let's say, for this area is established here?
Well, Romania is what we call in BAT is a powerhouse. It's a company that has 26 years of history, and since day one, it developed itself to become one of the biggest businesses. We are leaders in terms of cigarettes. We're leaders in terms of vaping. We're leaders in terms of the recently launched nicotine pouches, and we have a very good business in tobacco-heated products. The reason, Christian, why we're so strong in Romania sits essentially in two things. First, the people. Romanian talent is nothing short of outstanding. The quality of the people that we have in BAT Romania has allowed us to build a phenomenal business. And the second thing that makes us very strong here and a very important business for BAT is the consistency along the years. Since day one, we have been investing. We have a fantastic factory and a very strong sales team who allow us to serve our consumers with top quality products and also to export. 70% of what we manufacture in Romania is exported to the rest of Europe. So as a business, we have absolutely everything, and that makes us a very, very strong and important business for BAT in the world.
It seems like you have spent the whole career in BAT. How did you make this choice? How did you choose the road in the first place, and what made you stay for long?
Well, when I was at university in my home country, Chile, I always wanted to join an international organization, and BAT luckily gave me that opportunity. So I joined 30 years ago in Chile. Then after a few years there, I joined in the sales area as a management trainee in those days. Then after a few years there, learning different jobs, I moved to Mexico. Then from Mexico, I went to Brazil. From Brazil, I went to our headquarters in London. From London, I was invited to run a business in Canada. From Canada, I went to the US, where we also have a very big operation, a big company. And from the US, I was lucky and I was invited to join the Southeastern Europe area based here in Romania, where, as I told you, I lead both the area and the market here. And as important as the reason as to why I joined BAT is why did I stay in BAT for 30 years? Because nowadays people tend to change things. And I would say that the convergence of the company values with my own personal values was the main reason for me to stay, followed by having the opportunity to meet fantastic people. And everywhere I go in BAT, I feel at home, right? Because you go, it's the same culture around the world, and you meet fantastic colleagues who are always willing to help you, who are always giving their very best to support our efforts. So it's a brilliant company, and that made me stay. Certainly, from a family perspective, it has been an incredible opportunity. Being able to live in several countries for my family is an experience that that really strengthens us as a family. Gave my daughters the great opportunity to live in different cultures, learn new languages, and experience the world. So that is something that for me is obviously the most important thing. So it worked for my family, it worked for me professionally. I can't ask for more. I'm very, very grateful, very happy. And now imagine here in Bucharest with this fantastic area.
What is your recommendation for, let's say, a young Romanian to follow your path, to have the same career? Can be replicate your career to another person, or right now it's a different generation, different skills, different dreams?
Yes, I think it can. Well, I'm not an example of anything, right? It's a normal career, it's a traditional career in an international company. I think it's down to every individual. If you're self-motivated, if you think not only about the short term, but the long term, if you have an interest, and this could apply to many industries, not only BAT, but if you want to be part of an industry transformation, if you want to experience different cultures and live in different places around the world, and also if you want to learn from different people, I think you can make a career. You can make a very long-lasting career in an organization. I always make the following analogy, Christian. Some people choose to change jobs every 3 to 4 years, and as of that, you make a career. In my case, I choose to stay in the same company and change countries every 3 to 4 years and experience this transformation. It's probably not for everybody, but if you join, and we have many examples in BAT like that, if you join a company like BAT, you can do it. Just to give you a number, this organization, BAT Romania, is a company that has 26 years. We were recently in a national conference. Many people had more than 25 years. They are founding members of the organization. That speaks about the culture. Look for a company where your values have a convergence with the company values. You will stay, you will be challenged, you will learn, you will stay, and you will grow. That would be my advice for the young generation.
How is the market in Romania?
Oh, the market, Romania is a very vibrant market. First, the economy of the country, to the merit of the authorities, we are very, very well impressed. Inflation is coming down, which gives consumers more spending power. There's a good amount of investment coming into the country, so the economic environment helps. Then, from a market perspective, we see a very interesting transformation, Christian, as it's happening in other places in Europe. Consumers are moving into what we call new categories. The new categories are all those products with reduced risk, from which consumers are moving from cigarettes into this product. So we see this transformation. And in BAT, as part of our mission, which is delivering a better tomorrow for consumers, society, and the public in general, as I told you at the beginning, BAT Romania is a market leader in cigarettes, we're market leaders in vapor, we're market leaders in nicotine pouches, and we have a good position in heated products. So the market is doing well and is undergoing a massive transformation in terms of switching smokers into these reduced risk new category products.
Which are your main targets for the next period of time, of short-term and long-term?
I have two main priorities. The first one is related with the people. As I said at the very beginning, people for BAT Romania has been the key of 26 years of success. And we are heavily investing behind our BAT Romania colleagues in order to develop them and to prepare them to lead, not only here in Romania, but around the BAT world. We need more Romanians out there, so developing the team, providing training and opportunities to the BAT Romania employees, that's number one priority by far, by a distance in Romania. The second one, and a very important target, is to deliver upon the expectation of society and our consumers, which is to build a better tomorrow. What does it mean? Point number one, to continue educating consumers about the risk of smoking. Point number two, to continue stimulating smokers to move into reduced risk products, which are the three categories: heated products, vapor, and nicotine pouches. Point number three, to continue in an open dialogue with authorities to shape the regulation and the environment in such a way that these movements gets accelerated. Every time we move a smoker into reduced risk products, we're making a small step into delivering a better tomorrow, not only for us as a business, but for consumers and for society, of course. So those two things, people and delivering a better tomorrow, those are the two priorities for us as an organization in Romania, and for me as the leader of the BAT Romania organization.
If you look at the figures, you are one of the biggest company here in Romania, okay? You are one of the biggest company who generate income for the state, okay? And if you look at your ambition here in Romania and for the area, what will be the future?
Right, we're very proud of being a big contributor to the BAT Romania economy, not only in terms of the amounts that we pay in taxes and excise, which are well above 2 billion euros per year, but in generating jobs in our factory, in generating jobs in our business services unit, and in generating jobs here. We're a big organization. We have 3,000 employees in Romania, and we're very proud of being one of the engines of development of the Romanian economy. Now, when we look at the area, Romania leads, and what we learned from Romania, we're applying across the Southeastern Europe area. So the same things in terms of deploying all these new reduced risk products in heated, in vapor, and in nicotine pouches will make us in the future to have a business whereby 50, 60, 70% of our revenues will come from new categories. Just to give you a number, and this is a global number, not a BAT Romania number. In 2023, 16.5% of BAT revenues globally came from what we call new categories, which are these reduced risk products. We are committed to achieve a target of 50% of our revenue coming from these new categories by 2035. So that's one element. The second element is today we globally have 20.4 million consumers in new categories. By 2030, our commitment is to have 50 million consumers in new categories, and we're well on track to achieve those targets. How do I see the future, Christian, from a sustainability perspective? We are committed by 2030 to achieve a carbon neutral position globally, and by 2050 to have a net zero emissions business across our value chain. It's a business that is evolving rapidly. I think a good part of our business will be in these new categories, and we're very mindful because we use natural resources to produce our product. We're very mindful of the impact that we have in the environment, and we're making very good progress to mitigate all that impact. And so it's a very holistic future, which we're all, very, very proud of it. You can see this in the new generations, right? How people embrace these challenges, this mission, and that is the fuel that gives us energy every day to come to the office and to help enabling this transformation, Christian.
Look, as a CEO, what is your schedule? What is at what hour you come to the office? What is the main indicators that you look when you come on a day? What is the most important meeting? It's meeting in marketing, it's meeting in finance, in production.
Well, it's a good question, and there are a lot of myths about this thing. I think to be an effective CEO, you have to build a very effective team, and I'm blessed by having a fantastic team, by having a good team in which you trust and you really empower. Then your agenda is a very easy agenda. My role as a CEO is to give them guidance, to give them confidence, and to give them space. So to your question, I wake up very early, very, very early. I like to go to the gym every single day, including weekends in the morning. This gives me energy, and I arrive early to the office, and I would say 70 to 80% of my time is people. I have one-to-ones with all my team members on weekly basis. I have a lot of direct reports, all the GMs of these markets that I mentioned at the very beginning. I speak with them on weekly basis, when there are other business issues, of course, with more frequency. And I tend to focus my time more in the transformational initiatives, which are related with giving to consumers new options so that they can switch from cigarettes into these new categories. So that's where I put more of my time, and that's where the meetings that I participate of, okay, that's where I think I can add more value rather than the day-to-day tracking of the business, which of course I do. But the real good meetings are the ones where we discuss how can we accelerate the transformation of the business. And just to give you an idea of the speed of this transformation, in the last over the last 12 months, we launched 2 heated platforms, one new to the world, non-tobacco nicotine platform in heated products. We launched paper in Romania. We didn't have paper in Romania. We launched it with 3 platforms, and we just launched nicotine pouches. Romania is the only company, BAT Romania is the only company in Romania that offers all new categories, right? All these reduced risk products. That's my agenda. After spending a lot of time with people, of course, I try to go back home early as well, walk my dog. It's a very normal life, very, very normal life. And I think it's important that people in the organization see that I have a very down-to-earth, normal life. I don't like to work late. I don't usually go for dinners or all these things after work, with the exception of some business and engagement. It's a super down-to-earth agenda.
with your career in the back, you are a guy of marketing, sales, production, finance. What is your specialty?
Most of my career was in marketing, both in what we call marketing in BAT is sales, consumer insights, product development, and brand marketing, brand building. So a good part of my career was in that front. But I also have a lot of experience as a CEO, right? I've done CEO roles before in BAT. So I would consider myself a sort of a generalist. The areas that I love the most, of course, are the ones that related with consumers. How do we understand consumers better? How do we anticipate consumer needs? And how do we provide them with good products that they fall in love with? But in my role today, as I said, people is probably the most important thing, and where I spend a good part of my time.
Okay, you cover a lot of markets. What is the most difficult market, most competitive market that you cover? I mean, it's Turkey, it's Italian, Ukraine.
Yes.
Ukraine, not anymore, but Romanian.
I would say that the most difficult market is Ukraine. In Ukraine, we have a very big operation. We have a big factory. We also play across all these new categories, and we do very well. But it's not about the business in Ukraine. In Ukraine, it's about keeping our people safe, making sure that we provide all the necessary measures to our employees so they are safe in the factory, safe in the headquarters, in the office, and safe in the field. The amount of attention that we provide to that, the amount of resources that we invest in order to provide not only the physical safety, but also the emotional well-being and all potential forms of support for that people, that's by far, that's one of the biggest challenges that I've faced in my career. And I'm very proud of the BAT Ukraine team. The way in which they build the business, the way in which they deliver, and the way in which they look after their people is absolutely fantastic, and it's a very humbling thing. So that's the most challenging one. Then from a competitive perspective, all the markets have different sort of conditions, right? What I'm proud to say, Christian, is that as of this month, in all the markets where it's legally possible, we've launched all these new categories. In some markets, we do better than others, but we work 24/7 to try to improve our business. And the market that, as I said, is the one that drives the area is BAT Romania, because it's our powerhouse, right? So from here we learn and we apply those learnings across the rest of the markets that we manage from Bucharest.
Ioana?
In our story, we try not to paint an idealistic image of a leader. We try to keep the things real. And I was wondering if you could share some insights regarding also your challenges and maybe your mistakes as a leader.
Oh, I've done many. From a professional perspective, one thing that I've learned is I should have done things in my career earlier. I should have tried to force myself into areas that were not necessarily areas of where I felt comfortable earlier. That's a very good learning for me, and that is one that I share with everyone. As I said, okay, I wouldn't call it mistakes, but frustrations is I would love to go faster in this transformation into new categories. But in some places, and it's not the case of Romania, but in other markets, we haven't been able yet to have the regulatory framework that enables offering consumers products that are of lower risk. And we've tried different things, right? We have dialogue with authorities, we have dialogue with the health community, etc., and we haven't been successful. And that is a big frustration for me. It's a big frustration personally because I believe in this thing. And secondly, is a big frustration because the organization gets frustrated. Now, as a CEO, you cannot be frustrated. You have to transform negatives into positives and continue finding new ways for doing things and providing the team with guidance, motivation, and energy in order to get there.
As a professional career, what is the next target for you?
Oh, my next target professionally is hopefully to stay here in the area for as long as possible, and then the group will decide where would they need me. I've worked in different regulatory environments, different cultural environments in North America, in South America, in the headquarters, now here in this part of Europe. So I love BAT so much. It's my second family that whatever the group tells me to do and wherever the group thinks I can help and contribute, I will be happy to go. But for now, I think we have a mission here. I'm enjoying it a lot from a professional perspective, and I'm very happy here in Bucharest and in the southeastern area. So we have a lot to do. We haven't even started.
In your position, when you move country to country, region by region, it's about money or the challenges? It's
100% about the challenges. It's 100% about it's about, first, from a personal perspective, it's about the adventure, learning new cultures, getting to know new people. And from a professional perspective, it's about the challenges, right? I mean, once you become experienced, you can apply your previous experiences into a new set of markets, but you also learn from these markets and you try to find solutions. So that combination has worked for me over the last 30 years, and I want that combination to continue working for me going forward. I mean, that challenge and that adventures fuels my energy.
Okay, Ioana.
Which was the most important decision you had to take?
Throughout my career, the most important, I wouldn't be able to come up with one. I've made many decisions about launching new brands, migrating brands, and now launching new categories, which are big commitments. Big commitments. When we decide to launch the products that we launch in a country like Romania, we're making big investments in the factory. So from a financial perspective, those are massive commitments. And of course, you do it assuming that the environment will help and you will have stability and predictability out there. But the biggest decisions are always about people. When you have to appoint someone into a role, when you have to bet on someone and promote an individual into a new role, or eventually when you have to let someone go, those are the big decisions. For the business, okay, I think is we have all the information, we have all the experts, etc. But people is always 50% science and 50% art, right? And you need to know the people, understand their motivations, have very strong development plans for them, and then you make calls. And those are the decisions that I love to do. The ones related with people. They are the most important decisions that I've taken throughout my career, and the ones that I appreciate the most. When you see someone that at one point in time you work with, you spend some time with, you gave him or her an opportunity, and when you see them in positions of leadership, that's the most rewarding experience that you can have as a professional.
Okay. Thank you very much for your meeting. Ioana, you have one more question or?
Yeah, maybe you could tell us your advice for the young managers. This is a question we address to the all CEOs we have invited here at our event. Maybe one or two advices you have to share with the future Romanian leaders.
Yeah. First of all, find your passion. You can work, you can be part of an organization, okay, simply because you're going to get paid. You have to work in a place where you can find your passion. Otherwise, you're not going to feel that emotional reward. Secondly, push yourself as much as possible in the early stages of your career. Try to expose and work in areas where you don't feel that comfortable, so you get developed. Learn as much as possible. That will make you a much better prepared executive. And the third point is not about the technical side, it's about the leadership side. It's about creating networks, developing your leadership capabilities, and working with people. It's all about the people. If you do that, I think you will be very, very successful. And of course, I mean, to all the leadership, to all the young executives there, we have open doors. So anyone who wants to come and join us, okay, feel free to contact us. I mean, we're more than happy to invite Romanian talent to be part of BAT Romania.
Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts with us, and good luck in your journey.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Christian. Thank you. Thank you for the interview. Have a great day and happy Monday. Have a great week.
Okay, thank you.